They say the bond between twins is supposed to be unbreakable. But what happens when that bond gets twisted by jealousy and some really dark secrets? Today, we're diving into the chilling story of the Carter twins. It's a case that shows how the deepest love can turn into the most dangerous kind of hate.
Stay close, but not too close. This one line from an early report on the case just captures the whole tragic heart of this story. It's like this haunting prediction of how a relationship that's built on being so incredibly close could end up being a source of mortal danger.
So our story begins on a night that really should have been a happy one. It's November 3rd, 2019. The Carter family home is buzzing. Music, laughter, it's the twins' 25th birthday party. But underneath all that celebration, a storm was brewing. At first, everything seems totally normal. The party's going strong until about midnight. That's when Anna, one of the twins, says she's just heading upstairs for a sec. A simple excuse, a promise she'd be right back. But she never comes back. By the next morning, the party decorations are still up, but Anna Carter is just gone, vanished without a trace. At first, nobody really freaked out. The family just figured it was a joke. Anna was known for being playful like that. But then the hours start ticking by, turning into a whole day, and that silence becomes deafening. The idea that it was just a prank started to curdle into this cold, creeping dread. The first clues they found were just confusing. Her phone was left behind, and for someone her age, that's a huge red flag, right? There was no note, no sign of any kind of struggle. Just one really weird thing, a single muddy footprint right outside her bedroom window. So the question was someone coming in or was someone going out?
With the family's hope just fading away, the police get involved. Detective Lisa Nguyen takes the lead on the case, and it really doesn't take her long to figure out that the picture-perfect image of the Carter family was just that, a facade, and it was starting to crack.
So Detective Nguyen starts digging, and what she finds paints a really disturbing picture. There are these tense text messages between the twins about money, about secrets. Neighbors suddenly remember hearing Ray's voices that night, and someone even reports seeing a strange car parked outside. The pieces just weren't fitting a simple runaway story at all.
And then the whole investigation takes a much darker turn when they find Emily's diary. Inside, amongst all these cryptic entries and torn-out pages, one sentence just jumps out, scrawled in what looks like pure anger. She's crossing the line. If only she'd just disappear. And just like that, the investigation has a prime suspect, Anna's own twin sister.
And then, bam! The first piece of hard evidence just snaps right into place. That mysterious, muddy footprint from outside Anna's window, forensics confirms it's a perfect match to a pair of boots they found in Emily's closet. The case against her, which was already building, just became a mountain of evidence.
This was the question that was just hanging over the entire investigation. Could one sister really be responsible for her own twin's disappearance? The person she shared everything with, her secrets, her birthday, her entire life, was now the #1 suspect? It was a thought almost too dark to even consider. For 6 long, agonizing days, there was this fragile hope that maybe Anna was okay. But that hope was completely shattered by a single anonymous phone call, a call that would turn this case from a search for a missing person into a hunt for a killer.
6 days. 6 days of total uncertainty that ended in a secluded patch of woods just a few miles from the Carter family home. The anonymous tip led police to a scene where everyone's worst fears became a tragic, horrible reality.
The evidence at the scene told a story of a violent final struggle. The autopsy showed Anna had been suffocated. Her phone was smashed into pieces, but clutched tightly in her hand was a really damning piece of evidence, a necklace that belonged to Emily. And yet, the killer was careful. No fingerprints, no direct DNA. It was like a ghost of a crime scene. So, without any forensic evidence, the case just hits a wall. It really seemed like it was about to go cold. But then, a breakthrough came from the most unexpected place. A local auto mechanic who had a story to tell about a very specific and very muddy car.
And this was the missing link. The mechanic described a car with its tires just caked in this distinctive red mud, a perfect match for the soil in the woods where they found Anna. So when the police pulled the security footage from the garage, the identity of the driver was undeniable: Emily Carter. Once they confronted her with this new evidence, Emily's whole story just crumbled.
She broke down, she confessed, and in doing so, she revealed a dark secret that the entire Carter family had been desperate to keep hidden.
So what on earth could drive one sister to do this to another? Well, it wasn't just simple jealousy. Emily was hiding a secret battle with addiction. And for a powerful family like the Carters, with their reputation and their fortune on the line, this was a secret that had to be kept quiet at all costs. But Anna found out, and she threatened to tell everyone.
Emily's confession is this story of pure desperation. She claimed she never meant to kill Anna, that she only wanted to confront her, to just plead with her to keep the secret. But out there in the secluded woods, the argument spiraled out of control. As Emily herself would later put it, rage overtook reason, and a desperate plea for silence ended in murder.
So, the confession brought the investigation to a close, but the story, well, it was far from over. The aftermath of this crime would leave a permanent scar on the family and the entire community.
The legal conclusion was stark and simple. For the murder of her twin sister, Emily Carter was sentenced to 18 years in prison, which is, in many ways, a life sentence for the entire family.
But the fallout goes way beyond just a prison sentence. The Carter family home, which was once filled with life and laughter, now just sits empty. It's become this silent, decaying monument to a family that was completely destroyed from the inside out.
So, in the end, what does the Vanishing Twin case really leave us with? It's a chilling reminder that the line between love and hate can be terrifyingly thin. It forces us to look at the people we hold the closest and ask a really unsettling question: how well do we ever truly know them?